Hello! This video I am going to talk about my music taste and not the bands that I listen to and stuff, and just my taste in the musical arts. My music taste is weird, I'm going to say that now. Like 1 minute I'll be rocking out and just like headbanging Slipknot, and next minute I'll be listening to Under the Sea. Literally, my music taste goes from like Disney songs to stuff like Slipknot and Suicide Silence. My music taste is odd, to say the least. And I'm just going to tell you a few of my favourite bands and music-y related stuff. See a few posters like here. You got Crown the Empire, and Little Room 94 one there. You probably can't really tell because it's quite small. Got Fallout Boy, got an All Time Low one there. There's a few others above it, but you probably can't really see them because they're like out of frame and stuff. But I really like listening to music. I'm constantly listening to music. I really like listening to music. I constantly have my earphones in, no matter where I go. I will take my headphones with me and my iPod. I will always have something that I can listen to music on. Used to listen to music. And some of my favourite bands, well, I like a lot of bands. Bands are bang. Bands are bang. I'm going to keep saying bang because, yeah, bang. One of my favourite bands like ever is All Time Low. They're like one of the first bands I really got into and completely fangirls and basically sold my soul for. I also love their music and it's so cool and funny and weird. And they're quite immature and make a lot of dick jokes, so I can kind of relate to that. Yeah. I also really like Crown the Empire. Crown the Empire are fucking awesome. I like the theatrics they bring to the music and like the positive message they send, and I think like their albums are awesome, their music's awesome, they are quite cool. I got to go to their concert and that was fucking epic. Hell yeah. Kinda wish I got to stay behind and meet him, but I wish I got to meet him because that would have been so cool. And like got the photos with him and stuff. But I mean, I managed to get a photo with Cody from Set It Off because they was on the Sporting Acts, but still. I also like Set It Off. Their music's quite cool. Yeah. I'm trying to think of bands now because my mind's just gone blank. Yes, and I also really like Room 94. I made like a couple, I made a vlog when I got to go to the sign and I got to meet him. I got photos with him and that was so cool. They're just really tall, like I was literally like, hey. And literally they kind of had to bend down to take a photo of me. Like, no, they're just so cool and their concert was awesome. Let's see what other bands do I like. I'm really into Ghost Town at the moment. I also think the music's quite cool. I'm listening to that quite a bit. I like Of Mice and Men. Of Mice and Men are awesome. And my shoulder popped. But as I was saying, I like Of Mice and Men. How I actually started listening to them is quite a weird story because I can't start listening to them when I first saw them doing the Harlem Shake video with Pierce the Veil, Sigma Signs and All Time Low. Because I started listening to them for it and then like that's how I heard of Mice and Men. So then like I listened to them. At first I didn't actually really like them because I wasn't really into like that quite heavy-ish kind of music, but like I listened to them a couple more times. I was like, actually, yeah, I quite like their music, and that's kind of like how I got into like the more heavier type music really. Because like before that I mainly listened to like pop punk and like post-hardcore type music and stuff. So yeah, that's how I started listening to them. What other bands do I like? My mind just goes blank all the time. Like I'm so like whenever someone asks like what bands do I like, my mind goes blank. Or like people ask me like what my favourite band is, like, and I'm like, I have to pick one. One? How do you just pick one? Yeah, so I did mention that I've got Disney songs and stuff on my iPod. Yeah, I've got loads of Disney songs. Like I have like Under the Sea from Little Mermaid. I've quite a few from Beauty and the Beast and stuff like that. I have a few Frozen songs, I'm not gonna lie, I do have Frozen on it. But I do have, and I also have Nightmare Before Christmas songs on there. I love listening to Nightmare Before Christmas covers that people do on YouTube. And I have a few on my iPod and I also love listening to them. Just because I love Nightmare Before Christmas. Tim Burton, you are awesome. You know, it's quite hard to believe that Nightmare Before Christmas is like 22 years old. So that was a bit of a video on my music taste. I have made a lot of videos on my channel about my music taste before, and you should go and check them out, because like, if you like the same bands as me, then that's quite cool. Comment some bands I should like, some bands you suggest that I'll go and listen to, because that would be quite cool. And I'm always like I'm kind of like stuck between like wanting to find new music and listen to like the same 4 albums on repeat over and over again. But I really want some music suggestions, so please give me some music suggestions. And check out on my Tumblr, my Twitter, Instagram and my Pinterest. The link, but they're in the description bio thingamajiggy below. And I'm gonna go. So bye.